You are not the same person you are in your 20s and 30s. Hitting that 40 milestone, you are a totally different person. But that is a good thing. Entering your 40s gives you all so much more wisdom and knowledge than you ever had in your 20s and 30s. If I knew the things that I knew now in my 40s at the age of 20, who knows where I might have been in life. Not to say I'm not happy where I am right now, but I'm saying it would have been a totally different thing. So if you've got all that wisdom, all that knowledge, all that experience, it's not today in your 40s is not the time where you put everything back into neutral. No, we're going to turn it up a notch. These are the mindset shifts that all women entering their 40s, in their 40s, mid 40s, anywhere in your 40s needs to have. Stick with me and let's get to it. What the hell is mindset? Mindset is just the way that we think. Sometimes it's the way that we are. The way we are now is probably been a program of repetitive habits, beliefs, behaviors that have now culminated in the mindset that we have now about everything that we do. So if you are in a fixed mindset, that kind of means that you have no space or no room to grow. However, if you've clicked this video and you've one of my subscribers, I know that you are in a growth mindset, and entering your 40s requires such a different mindset to what you had before in your 20s, 30s as well, because so much is changing. Your body's changing, life is changing, and it just requires for you to take sometimes a step back and just to review where you are, instead of going, or floating on autopilot, which many of us are, and I know that I was. Actually, we have the power within ourselves to actually make a really big difference and really change the trajectory of what our life is going to be from this point onwards until where we go. But one of the great things is knowing that our mindset is not set in stone. Literally, as humans, we can change our mind about anything. There was a time where I never used to eat anything red. Now I'm addicted to pomegranates. There's this little random things that we change our mind about as we grow, as we experience, as we try new things. So although you might think that you're stuck and you're in a fixed mindset and you can't get out of your head and do things, we are all growing, and every little increment, every little experience, every little thing that you do adds to building a mindset that can actually either empower you or disempower you, but we are about the empowerment. I Am Brazen Spirit is all about empowerment. So that is what we're going to be focused on, is how to make that mindset shift in terms of how you prepare yourself for the next, I don't know, if we're in our 40s now, 20, 30, 40. Listen, my goal is 120 years old. So I've got lots to do in this time. So let's get to it. One of the main things that in our mindset has to shift in our 40s is just letting go of the past. The past is the past. It's the past. There is nothing we can do in order to change any experience that we've had, any heartache that we've had, any disappointment that we've had. Everything that's happened before this present time now that me and you are sharing this time together, we can't change anything of that. We need to just let it go. Whether it hurt us, whether it wounded us, whether it is still ingrained on our system, we have to find ways to let that go. It could be something quite traumatic where actually you need to seek therapy, you need to seek professional help in order for you to unburden yourself. You need to let that shit go in order for you to be free and for your brazen spirit to ignite and for you to be able to be confident and go out into the world and be your true authentic self without that burden of that experience or whatever happened in the past to keep holding you back towards what you can and will become once you let it go. And even if it's not something that has actually happened to you, that you yourself have made those mistakes, you yourself have put yourself in situations where you know was not healthy for you or not good for your soul or not good for your energy, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and let it go. There is no point in keep bringing up that memory, bringing up that emotion, bringing up that feeling and associating that whole experience as a part of your body. Let it go bit by bit. Release yourself. Release yourself. I release you. Release yourself of it and be free to embody yourself in your true nature. We were not born with anything on us. Life puts things on us and we get heavier and heavier and heavier. We don't have to hold on that burden. Release it. Let it go. Let it go. Whoever else wants to hold on to any resentment towards you or anything you've done, that's their business. Let that go for your own good. Okay? Make that mindset shift. When was the last time you said something positive about yourself? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, okay, you might be looking a bit older than you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but girl, you're looking good. Girl, you're looking good. Tell me in the comments below when the last time was you actually looked at yourself and thought about yourself and thought, yeah, I'm doing okay, you know. Probably quite a long time, and I know that I was in that kind of mindset before I actually made the effort to change my whole life. So one of the main mindset shifts that you have to do in your 40s is challenge those negative beliefs that you've been carrying, again, maybe from your childhood, from experience with partners, relationships, work. Challenge those negative beliefs that other people or other situations have put onto you. If you think, okay, I'd love to do that, but I am challenge that Why do I think that? What made me think that? When was the first time I actually thought like that? Why do I actually keep repeating that thought? Challenge those negative beliefs. Make it so actually have that conversation with your head. Don't let that negative nanny that we all have actually start to dictate to you what you should be thinking, how you should be feeling, and what emotions are bringing up. When it starts, say, okay, I hear you, but why is that? What if this was actually the case? What if actually it happened to me for this reason and now I've grown from this? Challenge all those negative beliefs that are swirling in our minds, and little by little, every time you catch yourself thinking in that way, and bring about another point, the brain's like, oh, it's a brain interruption. Okay, I'm gonna try that thought again. Oh my gosh, I like mine think, oh my God, I'm so fat. Okay, what now? What can I do about it? Now I can eat my dinner and go for a 10-minute walk. Or now I can decide I'm not gonna eat that whole cheesecake. I'm gonna have a slice of it and keep that promise to myself. What can you do to interrupt those negative negative thoughts that come into your head? Because if you don't, they will just run the roost. They will have you in a state of frozen behavior. They will have you in your comfort zone. You will never ever be able to reach your full potential until you actually interrupt those thoughts that keep coming to your head. Okay, so that is so key in actually feeling better and making that mindset shift, especially in your 40s. I know how hard change is, but I also know that change is possible, and no matter how hard you might think your life is right now, staying where you are is going to be harder than not doing anything about it. Regret always weighs much heavier. So if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. And if you are not new to the channel but have not subscribed to my newsletter, look in the description below and make sure you hit the subscribe to the newsletter as well. Okay, so on with the video. You are entitled to set the boundaries that you are comfortable with every aspect in your life, whether that be work, home, relationships, and children. And yes, I said children. Us as mothers tend to actually go above and beyond our children. We want to protect them. We want to nurture them. We want to, you know, we've been through all the experiences. We want to try and shield them from that. But sometimes that becomes a bit too much, and then we forget about ourselves. We forget about ourselves in relationships. We forget about ourselves in our work. We forget about ourselves in just life in general. Set the boundaries, so making sure that your cup is always full Your cup is always full before you give to others. Because what is the point of pouring from an empty cup? You are no good to nobody. And then, to be honest, when you've given, and you're sitting down thinking, oh my God, because I spent my time doing this, or because I gave my energy to this, or because I have now got this to do, you're the one going to bed with all your to-do list going through your head. Take a beat, set boundaries, say no. I actually wrote a blog post about the art of saying no, which I will link in the video below, just to give you ideas of different ways of how to say no, because I know it's hard. I know at the end of the day, everyone you want to be liked. It's human nature. We're tribe people. Do you get me? We want to belong to a tribe. We want to be part of the tribe. We want to be felt like we're an integral part of the tribe and we're useful. Sometimes people take advantage of that flipping usefulness, yeah? So set your boundaries, make a line in the sand, and you can also always do it kindly. It doesn't have to be, oh, I think I'm being selfish because I'm not helping this body. You can help them as long as it's not a detriment to yourself. And I'm saying mainly mothers out here, do not make it a detriment to yourself to help others. Set them boundaries, ladies. Fill up your cup and then you can pour into other people's. My next tip is finding a support system. It's funny because I've got two best friends, one that I've known since the age of 3 and one that I have known since the age of 11, and the three of us we're the three amigos. So I haven't got a big circle around me, but the value that I have from those two best friends, my husband, my mum, my kids and stuff, and even work colleagues and other family members, are really helpful in terms of me growing as a person. That if you are finding yourself in situations or in an environment where you haven't got a support system, I would say seek them out. Okay, you're thinking, where am I going to go to seek them out? Well, think about what interests you. Do you like? Do you like to go for a walk? Find a group of people locally that walk regularly. Because those people that are walking regularly probably might have the same kind of mindset and the same kind of goals and stuff as you, and you can feed into that and that will help you grow. If you like reading, join a book club. Those type of people, just find a support system for all aspects of your life, whether that be health, work or career, friendships, relationships. Find a support system that will actually help either maintain the mindset that you are growing or actually enhance the mindset. I always think to myself, when I ever go somewhere, I really want to be the most unqualified person in the room, because that way I could always learn. There's always room to learn and grow and stuff. So definitely find a way of a support system, and it doesn't have to be, again, keep it simple, ladies. It doesn't have to be elaborate. If you go into, I live in the UK, so in supermarkets there's always like a pin board, all different things, whether it be mothers meetings or coffee groups or things. There are groups locally that you can join, and the way technology is now, you can actually join even things virtually as well. If you're in an environment where you are surrounded by people that are not positive, or that your environment is, you cannot escape from them, find something digitally. So get a support system, even if it's someone you might not even know. Like I always say, my mentors, I've never met my mentors. My mentors are like the likes of Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, you know, those kind of self-improvement gurus that I surround myself with daily and input and hear what they've got to say and talk to them. Obviously they're not talking back to me, but talk to them and hash it out and read the books, and that is creating my support system in terms of actually, this is what I want, this is how I want to feel, these are the goals that I have. Let me throw my net out to my support system and see how they can help me. That's an imperative mind shift. In order, you cannot stay stuck in your same circles. And if you do have people around you that are negative, just start to draw back. It goes back to setting those boundaries. Just start to draw back a little bit from for your interactions with them, just in order to safeguard yourself, because you know at the end of the day you're the person you've got to live with, and you can't be living with the negative nannies all the time, whether that be in your head or your circle. So find your support system. Now, the biggest thing in terms of making that mindset shift in your 40s is taking action. I'm sorry, there's no getting away with not actually taking the steps in order for you to do and achieve and work towards the things that you want in your life. It's easy to make the plan. My whole motto for I Am Brazen Spirit is believe it, plan it, live it. You can't forget about the live it section. The live it is actually putting from you, after you've got the belief and you've set about what your plan is going to be, you have to take the action. Only taking the action will actually build the confidence to let you know that you can do it, make you work towards and make your progress towards that goal even closer, and actually just change your mindset in terms of what is actually possible. We can get into a funk, especially women in their 40s, get into a funk where we think, okay, there's nothing more I can do. This is my life. I'm just going to have to work through the day to day, and get up, work, repeat, get up, work, repeat. No, it doesn't have to be like that. You can actually inject some joy, inject some life, inject some excitement, inject some new experiences into your life, and it all comes with taking the action. And again, I always say, keep it simple. The action does not have to be something big and scary. It could be one tiny action that you decide to repeat for the next 2 weeks that will actually take you even closer than just looking at it on paper and thinking, yeah, tomorrow I'll do that. Tomorrow I will do that. Or next week I'll start that. Just take the action today. In fact, in the comments below, I want you to write down what action you are going to take. Small action. An action where you don't even have to leave your house. Action today towards your goal you're going to do. Let me know in the comments below. But ladies, you need to take action. And you don't have to overwhelm yourself and be big and bold about it. Just take the action that is the most simplest and easy enough for you to facilitate right here, right now. The reality is, you are not the same person you are in your 20s and 30s. Hitting that 40 milestone, you are a totally different person. But that is a good thing. The only thing that will make it bad is if you do not actually take the action and make that mindset shift in order to make the next decade, or the current decade, if you're already in your 40s, the best time of your life. So ladies, embrace your 40s, embrace this chapter of your life, make that mindset shift and think to know this is where it starts. This is where it's going to get good. I am properly loving it. I'm 47 now and I am proper in my element and loving my 40s at the moment. I didn't enter it that way. At the age of 40, when I hit 40, I was depressed, overweight and in debt. Fast forward, it's a totally different mindset shift that has actually got me to this point. If I can do it with all my disempowering beliefs, you can do it too. I believe in you, I can help you plan it and I can help you live it. So ladies, ignite your brazen spirit, make the shift and continue to join me in your brazen journey. Well, that's it for now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. And just write down in the comments below, subscribe to my newsletter, which the details are below in the description box. And also, if you are looking to start your own brazen journey, there's a 3-step process in the description. Just read whichever caption actually fits where you are in your own journey and get a free download, and let's walk this together. Let's walk this together. I believe in you, and eventually you will believe in your possibility and power to make changes too.